Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss about top paying jobs in Canada. Let's get started. The first one is air traffic controller. Salary range between $48,000 to $174,000 a year. It's commonly known as one of the highest stress jobs in the world, but if you can hack it, you can make a good living out of it. You'll need a basic radio telephone operator's license, completion of a MyCanada training program, and an air traffic controller's license. Alright, next up, nuclear reactor operator. Salary range between $73,000 to $232,000. You'll need a high school diploma for this job. In addition, power system operators require completion of a 3 to 5 year power system operator apprenticeship or over 3 years of work experience in the trade and same college or industry courses in electrical and electronics technology. Next up is realtor, we commonly known as a real estate agent. Salary ranging between $35,000 to $122,000. According to the Economic Research Institute, realtors make an estimated average of $55,000 a year in Toronto and $52,000 in Vancouver doing part-time. To become a realtor, you will need a high school diploma, a real estate training course, and a provincial license. Next up is registered nurse, ranging between $50,000 to $92,000. It is one of the Government of Canada's most in-demand jobs for 2019. Is that registered nurse. The average salary for registered nurse is $37 to $45 an hour, and the demand is strong in all provinces and territories. To become a registered nurse, you need a bachelor's degree and registration with the provincial or territorial regulatory authority. Next one is software engineer. Starts from $48,000 to $150,000 per year. Pretty much every industry relies on computer programs and apps to do business these days, and someone has to design the software. On average, software engineers in Canada make $90,000 a year and more. Next one is account manager, $57,000 to $101,000 per year. An account manager handles a company's business with specific customers. The average salary for an account manager in Canada is $83,000, and you can increase your earnings considerably through commission, making account management one of the highest paying jobs for newcomers. It's recommended that you have a bachelor's degree in business administration or something similar. Sales experience helps too. Alright, next up is university professor, who makes $48,000 to $250,000 per year. Even though a career in academic doesn't always pay well, the average university professor in Canada earns $100,000 per year. It comes with an unexpected benefit too. Many universities let the children of employees study for free. Becoming a university professor requires years of dedication, typically needs a PhD. Our next one is anesthesiologist, who makes $109,000 to whopping $580,000 per year. Medical professionals will remain in demand in Canada for years to come. They are also very well paid in Canada and among the highest. Anesthesiologists have one of the highest paying jobs in the world, and in Canada they earn $298,000 per year on an average. To become an anesthesiologist in Canada, you need to study for an undergrad degree, then you need to complete a medical degree and do at least 5 years of residency training. Finally, you need to pass the special exam of the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons in Canada. Next one is chartered professional accountant. They make $60,000 to $103,000 per year. As long as there are businesses and people who need to pay taxes, there will be a demand for chartered professional accountants or CPAs. The median pay for chartered accountants in Canada is $64,000 a year, but bonuses and profit sharing can add a tidy sum to your total earnings. To become a CPA in Canada, you need a bachelor's degree, preferably with an accounting major, and then complete the CPA PEP or CPA prerequisite educational program. Next one is business analyst, who makes $65,000 to $134,000 per year. The average pay for a business analyst in Canada is $70,000. Companies need business analysts to find the best ways to operate efficiently. The job requires both business and tech know-how. You need at least bachelor's degree in a field like business administration or entry-level positions. Next one is IT project manager. The starting salary is $53,000 to $170,000 per year. It's one of the best careers for women in tech, combining tech savvy with organizational and people skills. To become an IT project manager, you need at least bachelor's degree in an IT related field and several years of experience. Right, next up is recruiter, who makes $54,000 to $214,000 per year. In Canada, recruiters make an average $80,000. As business expand, they need the best candidates to fill the available position, and recruiters are highly in demand, especially in fields like technology and engineering. To become a recruiter, you first need to get a bachelor's degree in fields such as human relations, human resources, organizational development, etc. You can increase your earnings potential by becoming a registered professional recruiter and a member of the Association of Professional Recruiters in Canada. Clinical psychologist, they make about $64,500 to $160,000 per year. The average pay for a clinical psychologist in Canada is $93,000. With mood disorders among the most common health concerns in Canada 2019, psychologists are in great demand. To become a clinical psychologist in Canada, you need to start with a bachelor's degree in psychology and then continue to obtain either master's or doctorate degree, depending on your province or territory. You also need to meet the licensing requirement for a clinical psychologist in your province or Next up is police officers. They make the starting salary for them is $65,000. Laying down the law requires problem solving, effective communication, and physical strength. And while the entry requirement for most police forces is a high school diploma, some do require a degree. Once provided for the job, candidates must graduate from their agency training academy and complete a period of on-the-job training. Criminal investigator. Criminal investigators examine written records, prepare evidence for trial, study the crime scene, and interview witnesses and suspects. Although sometimes organizations require a college degree, some will employ people with only a high school diploma or equivalent and train them on the job and through courses. Commercial pilot. Some airlines do require their pilots to have a college degree, but many only require a high school diploma or equivalent, proof of medical fitness, and of course the relevant training. However, the training is expensive unless you can get onto a sponsored course. Administrative service manager, $106,000 per year. The position involves planning, organizing, directing, and coordinating the support services of a company or organization. It's about ensuring that everything happens at the right place, on time, and in the correct order. Many people work their way up to this role from an entry-level position and often only have a high school diploma or equivalent. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope to keep in touch. If you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.